Hi everyone, welcome to another All About Apps edition from the Cleveroad studio. With every new edition, we try to add to your knowledge base in an interesting and sometimes amusing way. Today, we are going back to app building costs. This time we'll talk about design as a separate item of cost in app development. Design is the first thing the user sees, even before installing an app on their device. It generates the initial feeling about the app and determines whether or not the user will continue using it. You must admit that first impressions mean a lot. So, how much does it cost to design an app? As usual, that depends. Design creation needs resources, time and expertise. The two main factors that influence the cost of design are the professional level, the designers, and the project complexity. To understand how the design timeframes are formed, let's follow a designer's path through the process of app design as part of app development. Everything starts with research and exploration. That's when designers learn about the app, its target audience, as well as the customer's vision and objectives. Having designed many successful apps, we are well aware that adequate preparation is half the battle. Once we have a good idea about the concept and understanding of the product's needs and wants, it's time to move on to the next stage. Equipped with this knowledge, designers now can create sketches on paper. This is the magic of turning thoughts into a real app. Mind maps and site maps are the two integral tools that reveal how users will interact with screens and information flow. Wireframing is where you actually see your application in action. It is fast and a cost-effective way to visualize the concept and make changes with the least possible cost. Wireframing an app's basic design can take from 14 to 140 hours. Next, application design consists of the user interface and user experience, which are responsible for how the app looks and its usability. User experience design is about how the app feels. There is no universal recipe to create a perfect UX. Designers do a tremendous job exploring various approaches to find a solution that will feel right for the end user. UX design is a slightly less time-consuming process, from 7 to approximately 200 hours, depending on the complexity. UI designers are concerned about the visual communication of the app and whether or not it is in line with the theme that the UX designers have built. UI designers are in charge of delivering pages and screens, branding, interior layers, color schemes, and the overall appearance. The time needed to generate the UI design can vary from 14 hours for a simple app to 210 hours for a complex one. Similar to general app development costs, the cost of that time may vary with the geographic location of the company. Designers based in the USA will charge from $50 to $200 per hour. In the United Kingdom, an hour of designer's work will cost you anything from between $65 and $130. Designers in Eastern Europe can create awesome designs for a rate ranging from $30 to $50. India-based design costs start from $15, but rarely go above $40. So, the price of an app design varies enormously, anything from $1.5K up to $28,000 using an average labor cost of $50 an hour. Oh, one more thing. Is it necessary to follow the user interface guidelines suggested by Apple and Google? The days when users had to get accustomed to new software interfaces are gone. Today's competition intensity dictates a new rule. The system has to adapt to the user. That's why user interface guidelines should be strictly followed to ensure that users intuitively catch the design concept within the app. To sum up, is app design really worth all the investment? Definitely yes. Meet your customers' expectations by creating an easy-to-use, attractive design. And remember, your app will never get a second chance to make a first impression. Well, that's all for today. If you want to read the full article, then visit the blog page on the Cleveroad website. You'll find the direct link below. See you again soon on the next edition of All About Apps. And please, if you want to be kept up to date, don't forget to subscribe.